today's lesson whereby we'll be dealing with quadratic sequence. I'm going to show you how to continue with your sequence, and I'm going to teach you how to find the nth term expression for your quadratic sequence. So if you want to learn that, don't go anywhere. Okay, number one, we have 0, 5, 14, 27, dash, dash, right? So we're going to find the next two terms, and then after that, we find the nth term expression for number one, okay? So this is a quadratic sequence. I'll show you why this is a quadratic sequence, right? We have 5, 9, 13, right? We're going to find the next two terms, and then between 5 and 9, or from 5 to 9, we have added 4. From 9 to 13, we have added 4. This is why this sequence is a quadratic, because the second difference is the same. Remember, for linear is when the first difference is the same, that's a linear. But for quadratic, the second difference is supposed to be the same for it to be a quadratic sequence. Okay, so let's continue with our sequence. So here it means that you add 4, right? We're going to add 4 here to get the difference between 27 and our next term. So we're going to have 17. Right, so we're going to add 17 to 27 to get our next term, right? So which is going to be 44, After that, we add 4 to 17 to get the difference here, right? If we add 4 to 17, we're going to get 21. So we're going to add 21 to 44. Okay, so this is going to be 65, right? So our next two terms is 44 and 65, right? Now let's find the expression. We know that for a quadratic, we're supposed to have Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c, right? We're going to find our a first, okay? And we are going to be dealing with this line, right? We're going to be dealing with 4, 5, 0. To find our a, you always say 2a equals to the second difference. 2a is always the second difference, okay? If here we have 8, 2a equals to 8, okay? We divide by 2 both sides, and our a is going to be 2, okay? And to find b, so we have find our a. To find b, we say 3a plus b equals to 5, right? 5. The first difference, 5. Not this one, 5, okay? And then you substitute your a. We got our a, you substitute here. So we're going to have 3 times 2 plus b equals to 5. This is 6. 6 plus b equals to 5. We take 6 the other side, which means our b is equals to -1, right? And to find our c, we have a plus b plus c equals to the first term, 0. For this case, 0. Our a is 2. We're going to have 2 minus 1 plus c equals to 0. We make c the subject, okay? This is going to be 1, and then we take it the other side, which means our c is equals to -1, right? And our answer, or our nth term expression, is going to be Tn equals to a is 2n squared plus b is negative 1, you can just say negative 1n, negative n, plus c is negative 1, minus 1, right, minus 1. So we're going to check if our answer is correct. We're going to check if our answer is correct. Let's check. Let's use the third term. T3 equals to 3 squared minus 3 minus 1. Okay? This is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So we have 18 minus 4, which is 14. Let's see if our third term is 14. Our third term is 14, which means our expression is correct. This is correct. Okay, now let's get to number 2. Okay, number 2, we have 4, 11, 20, 31, dash, dash. We're going to find the next 2 terms, and then after that, we're going to find the nth term expression. Okay, after that, we are going to find the nth term expression for this sequence. So at first, we look for the first difference. Okay, we look for the first difference, and here from 4 to 11 you add 7, from 11 to 20 you add 9, from 20 to 31 we are going to add 11. Okay, from 7 to 9 we're going to add 2, from 2 to 11 2, from 11 to the one here we add 2, which means this one is going to be 13, and to get this one we add 30 into 31. We're going to get 44. From 44 we add 2 here, we are going to have 15, and 44 plus 15 we're going to get 59. Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c. So let's find our a. Let's find our a, our b, and our c. To find a, we say 2a equals to 2. 2a is always the second difference, right? We divide by 2 both sides. Here our a is 1. You always say 2a equals to the second difference if you want to find a. And then to find b, you say 3a plus b equals to 7. Okay? Here we're going to substitute our a. We're going to have 3 times 1 plus b equals to 7. Right? Now we can find our b. We're going to take 3 the other side, so it's going to be 7 minus 3, and our b is equals to 4. Okay? And to find c, we say a plus b plus c equals to the first term, which is 4. Our a is 1. We're going to have 1 plus 4 plus c equals to 4. This is 5. C is equals to 4 minus 5, which means our c is equals to negative 1. Okay? And we substitute our a, our b, our c, right? So, which means our nth term is going to be n squared plus 4n minus 1, right? Let's check if our expression is correct. Let's check if it's correct. Let's check using the second term. So T2 equals to 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 1, right? We're supposed to get 11. So we are checking if we're going to get 11. If you don't get 11, it means that this is wrong, right? So we're going to have 4 plus 8 minus 1, right? This is 12 minus 1, which is 11. So which means that our nth term expression is correct. Okay? Sometimes they can ask you to find the 21st term or the 50th term or the 100th term. Okay? So let's say they asked us to find find the 30th term. 30th term. Okay, we want to find term number 30. So we're going to have T30 is equals to, where you see n, you substitute with 30. Okay, so we're going to have 30 squared plus 40 times 30 minus 1, right? And then you punch that in your calculator to get your answer. So 30 squared plus 4 times 30 minus 1 is equals to 1019. So our 30th term for this sequence is 1019. Okay, now let's get to number 3. Okay, number 3 we have 1, -2, -7, -40, dash, dash. You can see that this one, they are in descending order. Okay, so from 1 to -2, we are just going to subtract 3, right? From -2 to -7, we are going to subtract 5, right? From -7 to -14, we are going to subtract 7, right? Let's try to find the next two terms. From -3 to -5, we subtract 2. From -5 to -7, minus 2. So it means that from -7 to the next term here is minus 2 here. So it means that this one is minus 9, and -14 minus 9 is going to be -23. It's going to be -23. And let's find the last one, minus 2, minus 11, minus 34, right? So this is our next two terms. Now let's find the nth term expression for number 3. Okay, so we're going to have Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c. Okay, so let's find a. 2a is equals to the second term, the second difference, which is -2. We divide by 2 both sides, and our a is going to be -1. To find b, 3a plus b equals to -3. Remember, you just did with this one. A is -1, so we have 3 -1 plus b equals to -3. We're going to have -3 plus 3, which is 0. Okay, and to find c, a plus b plus c equals to 1. Okay, a is -1 plus 0 plus c equals to 1. Right, we're going to take -1 the other side, which means we're going to have 1 plus 1. So our c is 2. Our c is 2. So our nth term expression is going to be Tn equals to, a is -1, -n squared, our b is 0, so it means that it's going to be 0 plus c, and our c is 2, right? So it means this is our answer. Okay, so now let's check if our answer is correct. Let's check if our answer is correct. T3, we're using term number 3. We want to see if we're going to get -7. T3 equals to -3 squared plus 2. -3 squared is -9 plus 2, and the answer is -7, which means that our expression is correct. Okay, for checking, it's not like we're supposed to show that we have checked. Okay, you can check even in your calculator. You don't need to show this step, right? As long as you manage to get this. Okay, Now let's say they ask you to find the 21st term. It's not like we are going to continue the sequence, no. If they ask you to find the 21st term, we just use the formula, okay? So T21 equals to negative 21 squared plus 2, right? So this is going to be 21 squared, negative 441 plus 2, and this is negative 441 plus 2, negative 439. So the 21st term is negative 439, right? Roman figure 3, we're going to find the position of negative 1762, okay? So this is the nth term answer, okay? So we're going to substitute this here, okay? We're going to have negative 1762 equals to negative n squared plus 2, okay? We subtract n both sides. We're going to have negative 764 equals to negative n squared. We divide by n both sides. We're going to have 1764 equals to n squared, right? Then we take the square root. And our n is going to be 42. So it means that negative 1762 is in position 42. Okay, now let's get to number 4. Number 4, we have 0.5 to 4.58 dash. Okay, let's find the next term and then the nth term expression for number 4. Okay, so from 0.5 to 2, we have added 1.5, right? From 2 to 4.5, we have added 2.5. From 4.5 to 8, we have added 3.5. And 1.5 to 2.5, we have added 1. 2.5 to 3.5, we have added 1. We're going to add 1 to get the 1 here. We're going to add 1, which means this one is 4.5. And 4.5 plus 8 is going to be 12.5. Okay? Now let's find the nth term. Nth term, we know that it's an squared plus bn plus c. This one is for a quadratic sequence, okay, because the second difference is the same. Okay, now let's find a. To find our a, we are going to say 2a equals to 1, which means our a is half, or our a is 0.5. Okay, and to find b, we're going to have 3a plus b equals to 1.5. Remember, we are dealing with this line, 1.5. Okay, this is 3 half plus b equals to 3 over 2, right? We're going to take this the other side, so it means our b is going to be 0. To find c, we have a plus b plus c equals to 0.5, which is half, right? A, we have half, so half plus 0 plus c equals to half, and then we're going to subtract half from half, which means our c equals to 0, right? So our nth term sequence is going to be, we have our a as half, right? Our nth term is half n squared, or we can just write 0.5 n squared. Okay, let's check if this is correct. Let's check with term number 4. Okay, so we have t4 equals to half 4 squared, right? 4 squared is 16. 16 divided by 2 is equals to 8. So it means that our nth term formula is correct. I hope you have understood today's lesson, whereby we are finding the nth term expression for the quadratic sequence. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to download a worksheet so that you can practice. See you next time. Bye-bye.